Chat, here we go. Welcome to the beginning of NEXGEN Season 4. A tournament that is very special to me because I feel like these up-and-coming young players have been the reason why the channel had success early on. There's those super close camera settings that somebody told me about. I can't wait to tell you about these two players here today. But let me give you the whole idea of the tournament. By the way, anybody who's regularly here is going to notice that we have a new overlay, and hopefully they enjoy the new overlay. Because we've been working on it with the guy who helped make it for me the past couple days, or really even week or so. And I think it's pretty neat. But that being said, let's focus on the players for now. I love these camera settings for Purge. Okay, so the whole tournament is the idea is that it's under 15-year-old players that are not able to play in the RLCS, but are still top players who we want to showcase so that you can get an idea of what's coming in the future. And right now we're starting on the North American side with the #1 seed Fast, a high-rated ones player on the 1v1 leaderboard, who is going to try and take down Purge today. Now Purge, he seems like the most interesting guy. You've probably seen Fast before. He's been in a lot of YouTube videos from top ones content creators as he gets a reset shot. But Purge is maybe the guy you haven't seen before. And you look at these camera settings and you might not realize that he is a very talented ones player. He plays on an Xbox. He plays on an Xbox on a big screen TV. This was just informed to me. I knew he played on Xbox. I didn't realize he played on a big screen TV. And he plays super zoomed in cam settings, I guess to get a better read on what's going on in the field. Now, there's still no doubt that Fast is favored in this matchup. But Purge is a player that if you watch lots of high-level 2s lobbies, watch different streams from pro players, you will see him there. You will see him there. And I think I'm not sure what he's rated in 6-mans, but I believe he does play 6-mans as well. And so, even though ones I don't believe is his forte, it's definitely worthwhile to have him drop in and show off what he can do. And these camera settings are just so awesome. Everybody needs to go get this replay and look at these camera settings. Just know that you have to play with them while sitting on a big screen TV far away from the computer. Purge, not able to intercept this one. It is going to be all Fast. Best of 5 here today as he rolls it in. Oh my goodness, Fast is just going to let it slow roll. I've never seen somebody play first person like this. But of course, he is sitting far away. Fast comes in. You know, I checked out their 1v1 standings. I think Fast is, you know, around low SSL or maybe just outside SSL. Fast has been really grinding. I mean, he is a top ones player right now. I don't know where he is on the leaderboard, but he's probably danced between the top 20 and 10 or so. And so this was always going to be a tough challenge, but it's proving to be extra tough here against Fast. Your cam's closer, always has been. You guys are not ready. Fast was top 10. Any detectives right now in chat want to check out the top 100? Let us know what Fast is as he comes off the ceiling for the reset. This is going to be a good opportunity for Purge to get his first goal. If he dunk it on the goal line, he will. 5-1. Punishing Fast for trying to go for a bit more style. Tell Fast to change his camera. What's wrong with Fast camera? Are you telling him he needs to zoom in as well? He is top 16. Yeah, so top 16 was always going to be favored in this matchup. We have Devo and Scribbles. Scribbles playing, Scribbles and Devo playing over on Hootie stream. If you want to check out another part of the quarterfinals. Purge, a little air dribble reset. Gets challenged by Fast, and Fast actually isn't able to convert it for the Brazil. Yes, he is. Gets around the ball. Yeah, next on stream we have Dark versus Muhammad. Those camera settings plus TV input lag. Yeah, big screen TV does have a decent amount of lag, plus the fact he's playing on console. Let's donate Purge a monitor and desk. Purge also not allowed to play on weekdays. So he's a weekend warrior. And, you know, unfortunately, putting him up against one of the best players in the tournament today is maybe not giving you an idea of the kind of level that Purge actually can play at. As it stands right now, you know, this is a nice double. I'd like to see anybody in chat try and do that with those camera settings. Is this EU? Well, that's the cool thing about the new overlay, by the way, chat. What do we think about the new overlay? You can see that both players are American. You have their flags. If you notice, the top little bar is their boost as well. So we have full awareness of their boost at all times. And the series indicator, I think, is better now. What do we think, chat? W overlay? Bit boxy, but I like it. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, I like it boxy. That's the problem. It's 40 times better? Oh, thanks. You know, I'll try not to be offended that you hated the one I made. This is wild to me. I need to take a step back from the monitor so I can get an idea of what Purge sees when he's playing. You forgot how the other one looks? It's just like a black screen with their names on it, or a black little semi-transparent overlay. Save from Purge, long shot for the third goal. 51 seconds to come back in this series. Not going to be super likely. Boost bar should be at the bottom of the names. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate where it fits in at the top. Purge settings aren't far away, or aren't bad if you sit far away. Yeah, I think that's got to be the answer. Oh, look at this shot from Fast. He's putting on a show now. Dribble from the midfield. A double reset into a double off the crossbar. Gengar versus Purge show match. That's true. We do need Gengar versus Purge. Watching the boost bar is a main hobby. So we can, if we wanted to, right? This is the cool thing about the guy who made this for me, who, by the way, I couldn't recommend more. He basically was willing to do anything that I had interest in doing. But we could also turn it off. We could just turn it off like this, and they'll just constantly be max, and this is just a scoreboard without boost. Or we can let it show the boost totals. Purge using those IMAX camera settings. Why can he not play weekdays? I think his parents don't let him play on weekdays. But he's gotten this good all from just the weekends. Game number 2. Purge in a new Octane. Chat commending Purge for what he's able to do, playing only on weekends. And his setup is not the best in the world. Still more hours than most pros. Yeah, somebody said in chat, I don't know if it's still showing, so he can play 72 hours max. Yeah, he just hops on the game and doesn't sleep throughout the entire weekend to be able to do it.
How does Purge not get motion sickness with those settings?
Yo, quasi sodomite. I think the way that he doesn't get motion sickness is that he plays so far away from the TV. That's my guess. Fast. High pop. Reset on the goal line for the first goal. Nice pre-flip from Fast to get a second. You think Fast is using Fennec? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I was talking about Purge. Maybe I mistakenly said somebody else. But Purge in a new Octane. No doubt that Fast looking comfortable in this matchup. Purge is close to getting something going in the air. Hasn't been able to finish off an attack. Is this a show match or just part of the tourney? This is part of a tourney. This is part of a tourney. We have the 1 seed here, Fast. The 1 seed for the North American side, at least. Going up against the 4 seed. Do you support changing the allowed age for RLCS to 17? Yeah, it's going to be really interesting if they ever want to do that. I know J-Ski posted on Twitter something like a suggestion for what Rocket League could be. That long shot is going to be in. Purge catching fast. Being a bit lazy here on his recovery. Yo, read the slot. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I think one of the biggest things is if you moved it all the way to 18, you asked 17, but even 17 I think is still possible. Like the best team in the world could be either not in RLCS or in the academy system, whatever you're going to have for the young players, because, you know, First Killer only recently, I think, turned 17, and so that means you could have Daniel Beast Mode and First Killer. The dream North American team that everybody's talking about could be completely either not in the league or in an academy system, which is just very interesting. Why would they change it? I think the biggest reason to change it is because, you know, dealing with adults in a professional league is much easier. I think it just might be better for the league in general. And, you know, maybe putting the kind of stresses on 15-year-olds to play in the pro league is maybe something we shouldn't do. The first thing that I heard that made me go, oh, maybe we do have to change the age, was when I started hearing that players were, that's a great save by Purge, that players were dropping out of school to play RLCS and like dropping out of high school. And to me, I was like, I don't really like the sound of that. You know, I don't claim to be a knower of all things, but I really feel like people should be finishing out at least that level of schooling. And I think that schooling completion percentage would go up massively if nobody could play in their RLCS until they were 17. They'd have really no reason not to just finish off school. To be fair, I think some other esports, like, doesn't Fortnite allow pretty young players, and didn't like a 15-year-old player win like millions of dollars? I mean, that's got to be wild. That's really got to make your high school classes feel a little bit pointless, but I still feel like you probably should finish them. Is this guy trolling with these camera settings? Yeah, anybody who tunes in who didn't hear is going to be very confused. He's not trolling. This is his actual camera settings, but he plays on Xbox on a big TV and far away from the TV. Oh, what a save. Fast got a strong pinch, but able to play keep away on the follow-up. Long shot should be there. Purge maybe would have been better off tapping it soft. Does make it hard to watch. That's for sure. Nice double from Fast. You played far away from the big TV and you used pro settings and it wasn't small at all. You know, when I first switched from a console to a PC, I was like, man, this PC doesn't feel right. It doesn't play as well. Does anybody ever think that? And then I switched back to I went back over to the PS4 and I was like, yeah, this feels normal. And what it turns out is it just wasn't used to the much better settings. As soon as I like played a few weeks on the computer, or even a few days, and then went back to the PS4, I was like, oh no, never mind. I was just not used to it. This is so much better. So there's definitely a big difference. What rank are these players? Fast, I believe, is ranked 16 on the ones leaderboard. Oh, the musty. Purge was actually close there. Seems tough to make defensive reads on these settings, but that's only because we're all way too close to our monitors. It almost felt like you got a touch there. We're gonna watch mostly on fast settings because we are not all sitting far away from our TV like Purge is. You never bought into the hype that you can't compete at a high level on console? I think a lot of players get pretty high on console. You know, top 100 players push pretty high, but I think there's no doubt that it's just better to play on a PC, and I don't know. I don't expect ever to see somebody like go into RLCS and bring their console up to the stage. Like, yeah, I play on PS4, so I know you have a PC here for me, but I'm a PS4 player. You know, I think it's only an improvement. Fast. Really doing whatever he wants here in this game. Purge in the next round. Playing the loser of Devo Scribbles. Might have a chance to get an upset there. Isn't Kaio... You keep talking about Kaio the Great One? Kaio the Great One is definitely on PC. Nice shot for Purge. Yeah, I play on PS4. Purge getting to show off a little bit of mechanics for the road, just to give you an idea of what he could do against somebody not quite as good as Fast. You're calling the series already? Well, listen. Purge could always make a comeback. There's no doubt. And I do think it is important to highlight Purge's talent. He's just up against really one of the best ones players. You know, you have him against AJ, apparently Jack, you know, all these people making YouTube videos of him playing in ranked. You know, they're having a tough time with him. This is one of the best ones players, period. Going up against a player who I don't think really focuses much on ones despite being a high-level player. Is that a pizza? I can't. Oh no, I can't even tell what it is because it's camera. Oh, it's a keyboard. It's a keyboard. I can't even tell because he's so close to it. It's not even a pizza. I think I was completely wrong. Fast is gonna power slide cut him right away to retake the lead. But this is the preset that Purge is gonna try and use to change the tide. Purge KBM? No, definitely not KBM. Feer is hungry confirmed. I get those names wrong. If somebody in the tournament types in chat or somebody says the name of somebody else in a tournament, pretty much always it ends up on the replay file name, regardless of whether or not they're in the current match. I stress to you guys, be on the lookout for Purge, XX Purge, when watching, you know, high-level streams. You're going to see Purge showing up in them, in those lobbies. Just has yet to proven to be a contender against fast, very high-level ones play. You should do a console-only tournament. I think Sunless Khan did that. Sunless Khan actually did a 1v1 tournament that is basically what you're asking, because the prize was to get a computer. And I believe Ness played in that because he hadn't gotten a computer just yet. Ness is a player from... He's from Morocco, right? Yeah, I believe he's Moroccan. For some reason I can't remember right now. Yeah, and I think Ness won. And then the Red Ape was in it as well. First and second place for a PC. Usually went on Twitter and Ness got the PC 2 weeks before the video got uploaded. He got the PC from winning, so it took a while for the upload to go out. You checked his Rocket League tracker, and Purge is GC2 in ones. Yeah, Sunless does have some of the best editing in Rocket League YouTube, and I think he's a one-man show. I think he does his own thumbnails, and he does his own... I think he might have some people do some of his thumbnails, but... Yeah, he already got signed to SK before Sunless's vid went out, I think. Fast lean back reset. I want to see a pop-off on these settings. Half of Purge's car disappears. When he goes up for aerials and the ball is above him, he almost loses sight of his car completely. How is he able to deal with that? Bro, how can people hate on 14-year-olds playing on the Xbox this far away? I think it's all good. People are recognizing that Fast is very talented. We all just need to recognize how impressive Purge's performance is, regardless. I mean, just watch on these settings for a bit. Fast, reset musty fake. Are we going to see a full field dribble from Purge? Oh, he's going pinch. Fast pre-jumped it and redirected it. Fast teaming up with Purge. You saw him setting it up, so he jumps off the wall and gives it the nice redirect into the goal. We are going to have Dark versus Muhammad next. Ahmad Dr. Known is going to be a very close match, and that is going to be on Hooties. How old is Ahmad? Ahmad is about to turn 15. I asked him if he wanted to play in the tournament, or I asked him how old he was, because then I had to ask that first before I could find out if it made sense for him to play in the tournament. He said 14 years old and 11 months. I'm like, all right, we got to play next gen right now. And if so, you're allowed to be in. I thought you were talking about the Falcons Ahmad. No, of course not the Falcons Ahmad, since the Falcons Ahmad playing in the RLCS must be of RLCS age. Fast, delayed flick, crossbar down. Absolutely pure from him. Yes, the idea of this tournament is an under 15-year-old tournament reset from Purge. Dropping it over to Fast, who has a free net. He hasn't been taking all of them, but he will take this one. What do you think about a separate minor league for players under 18? Yeah, see, that's what I was mentioning, that the minor leagues could have the best team in the world. You could have Daniel Beast Mode First Killer, and that's a minor league team, which is, you know, I'm not sure what my take is there. I just want to point that out. I think a lot of the best players would be removed from RLCS if they switch. And, you know, it's one of those things that if they had it from the beginning, we probably wouldn't have known how good those players could be. They'd all just be, you know, what ifs. But because they have allowed them in now, taking them out would be very interesting. And even if they grandfather everybody in, it's like we know that they could be hiding, you know, new top talent really by not allowing newcomers in, you know. But it is going to be a 3-0 sweep for Fast against Purge. Purge going to have a second chance in the double elimination bracket, but Fast moves on to the upper semifinals.